Queensland versus New South Wales, Origin 3 in New South Wales. Who's going to get it done? Who's going to fail? Is Brad Fittler out the door? Is Billy Slater going to have a three-peat? This is the decisions right here, right now, here at Barry Charles Footy Show. Let's get to it right here. Let's compare the teams in New South Wales versus Queensland and see who is going to win. Now, fullback. First of all, we have AJ Brimson. After being out for about 3 years, he's ready to rock and roll to get back in the team. He gets his opportunity with Reece Walsh suspended. Silly stuff, Reece. But him against James Tedesco, if you're going man versus man, James Tedesco wins every day of the week. Now, on current form, you can't say that, but on his best form, James Tedesco. So, James Tedesco, can he get a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 performance? I feel it's coming, but even so, I don't know if it's going to be enough for them to win, but he's going to need to for New South Wales to have any chance of winning this game. So, James Tedesco gets my points over AJ Brimson. Nothing wrong with AJ Brimson. AJ Brimson will get around the park, similar to Reece Walsh in a way. His similar attributes, where James Tedesco is not as flashy. He's more just old school, right up the middle. So that's the difference between the two players. Again, AJ Brimson might have a bit more silk passes and stuff, so that's something to look at. But James Tedesco, I'm expecting a big game from him. The wingers, well, it's hard to say who's playing on what side because they change all the time this series. But anyway, so we've got on one side, we've got Josh Addo-Carr and Bradman Best. I expect it to be on the left. So taking on the likes of Xavier Coates. So it's going to be interesting. Xavier Coates and I'm not sure who's going to play where, but if that is the case, then Xavier Coates is playing very good football and could carve up on that side of the field. Going to be interesting to see how that goes with there might be Valentine Holmes and they move around so much, but anyway, doesn't matter. So let's just look at the wingers here. Josh Addo-Carr, Brian To'o versus Holmes and Tuolagi. Well, this is going to be one of the ones. Addo-Carr's been a disappointment. He's been disappointed in the series. But to be fair, he hasn't been helped by his centre pairing injuries and all that sort of stuff. And then Cook had to play. And as well as they're not just getting him the ball when he needs to. And I thought it was a chance to put Matt Burton at centre would have been ideal to get him someone familiar with them. They play well with each other, and that should have been how it was selected. But anyway, it's not the way it goes. So on current form, I would say Queensland have the better wingers, but Josh Addo-Carr on his day is the best winger in the comp, but he really needs to deliver. The centres, you've got Hammer and Valentine Holmes taking on really interesting Bradman Best and Stephen Crichton. I think Bradman Best can bring some attack to this team, but it depends if he goes well defensively. That's going to be the key because they're very good defensively. Queensland on the other side of the field, maybe not as So, but it depends if Bradman Best can handle the defensive side. I think this is fairly even. You might say Queensland maybe just, but fairly even the halves. Yes. Obviously, New South Wales have gone Cody Walker. Why didn't this not happen at the start? Some people were saying, in game 2, Cody Walker and Mitchell Moses taking on Munster and Cherry Evans. Well, to be honest, this is probably, not quite the strongest, but the strongest New South Wales pairing they've had probably this series. Cody Walker gets his chance to get some redemption here, but to be honest, the way Munster's playing, it's going to be a big heave with Cody Walker to get it done. I expect he will get it done, but whether he'll get it done enough to win the game, I'm not 100% sure. But yes, clearly Walker at his best. Look out. He plays very similar to Cliffy Lyons. Very much in form. Has been a little bit injury prone. Well, not injury prone, but was injured a couple of weeks ago. So he gets his chance, Cody Walker, to try and deliver. But Mitchell Moses is going to have to play 80 minutes, not 40 minutes, obviously. But Cherry Evans, the way he's been playing this season, especially with Queensland, it's going to be hard to see them getting rolled. But Cody Walker and Tedesco have to deliver. So I'm going for Queensland, but this is definitely a lot better with Cody Walker in the team. But it would have been better to have Cody Walker for 3 games, not just 1. Now the forward pack, Regan, Campbell, Gillard. Bolt from the blue, you could say. Well, not really, but for him to get in and Junior Paul and miss out altogether doesn't make sense to me. But I'm not surprised Junior Paul got dropped, but considering who they brought in, question mark there. So Jake Dubrovic had to come back in. Well done. Taking on the steady of Tino in the forward pack here for the thing. It's going to be interesting. The forward pack is going to be an interesting one because there's a few players you're not sure who's going to start and who's going to go where. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. You obviously got Futu Waker as well. You got Ruben Cotter, Jeremiah Nanai. It's a very good, solid. And on the other side, you obviously got Liam Martin starting, Cameron Murray starting. Very good to see. Keon Kalamatangi, interesting selection. He gets his chance to deliver, but you could argue why would you drop him for Hudson Young, they're very similar in a way. And I know Kalamatangi deserves a shot, but I still thought Hudson Young probably deserves to still be in the team. But that's the way they've gone there. And obviously Pat Carrington, they're going very well. Queensland and their selections, David Fafita. So it's going to be interesting. And then the bench for New South Wales. What's doing? Clint Gutherson, he could win the game. Who knows? He could come on and be playing him a lock somewhere like that. Just put him on the field. He could just be bamboozled. He hasn't really played that role ever in his career, but this might be his chance to deliver. Harry Grant starting, obviously, it was interesting. Is he still going to start? Is it just a bit of Drix and Draves on that one? And Ben Hunt will still start, I don't know. But anyway, there's that. Damien Cook starting instead of Reece Robson. This doesn't make sense to me. Then Isaiah Yeo. A solid player, but is he going to bring much impact? There's argue you could have Spencer Lenu. Jacob Safidi comes back, but I would have gone with Clemmer if I was going to pick someone to really make a difference, give a bit more grunt in the team. I would have gone for Clemmer, but this is the way they've selected. Yes, Futuaker, going to be interesting to see how he goes for Queensland. Queensland, they're going to be a tough force to beat, I think. I'm going to go Queensland 18-16. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think. I think Cody Walker and James Tedesco, I'm expecting big games from both those players. But whether enough is enough to get over the top of Queensland, it depends on what Queensland attitude to the game is. But I'm expecting Munster to blow this game away and win the man of the series. What a big game in this one. That's where I'm going. But if New South Wales are going to win, it's going to be Cody Walker and James Tedesco. One of those two need to deliver. Obviously, Cameron Murray and Liam Martin are big keys to them as well. And Jake Dubrovic coming back for defence. They're the key players for New South Wales. And on the other side, obviously, Kevin Munster, Daly Cherry Evans. But the so-called like Valentine Holmes, Ruben Cotter, these type of players are going to be there. But the icing on the cake, so David Fafita's, Jeremiah Nanai, can they deliver and score the tries needed? Anyway, that is my predictions of the game coming up and where they should. I think Queensland will get it done. But Cody Walker has his chance to deliver. And same Tedesco. But if it all goes pear-shaped for New South Wales, expect Brad Fiddler to be out the door. I'm not sure where they're going to head because some of the players you'd think they would select, Badeiras, Andrew Johns already in the camp. Do they want to go outside the camp? And who would that be? That's the question New South Wales contingent have got to think about if they're going to get rid of Fiddler. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you at the next video.